This next comedian, she's one of my best writers, students I've ever had. It's hard to give her notes because everything she writes just comes out funny already. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Courtney Kocak!
You guys are a hot crowd. Loose with the laughs. I want you to give it up for your slutty little selves. I have been appreciating you. So I lived in LA for 20 years, and then I moved away, and a week later, the whole city burst into flames, which I feel like is evidence of my wet-ass pussy. I got back a week and a half ago, and it's obviously been raining ever since. I've just been snail trailing around town, so you guys are welcome. You're safe for now. I told my husband that joke, and he did not think it was very funny. So I was like, no wet-ass pussy for you, okay? My husband and I have a dog, but I was a single dog mom before we got together, but he's actually, like, a really good stepdad. Like, he takes her to the dentist to get her teeth cleaned, which I could have never afforded before him, and he doesn't even try to fuck her, so he's like kind of the best stepdad ever, right? Stepdads don't have the best reputation, do they? That dog actually died like a year ago. It was the single most devastating experience of my life so far. No offense to my dead grandparents. But I didn't like boop noses with my grandparents all the time. And I didn't sleep next to my grandparents every night. And I didn't let my grandparents lick peanut butter off my genitals. So it's like totally different relationship. Who here is excited about the coup? Yeah, right? Woo! Do you know what coup I'm talking about? This is always such a sad way to find out that nobody reads the news and we are fucked. The Doge coup? I'm talking about Elon Musk driving his Cybertruck through the Department of Preschool, Meals on Wheels. He's probably going to get your Social Security. Politics are supposed to be boring, you guys. I miss the days when the most exciting thing to happen in politics was like, did Mitch McConnell poop his pants? I feel like we really need to get back to that. In fact, I think we should launch a totally new political party, and its whole purpose is just to give you the safety and security to not give a shit about politics. Yes, I would vote for that. I would. Oh, you guys are going to be devastated by this, but my husband is a Trumper. I know, thank you. He actually voted for Hillary when we first got together. So I feel like I'm fucking like a totally different person but in my monogamous relationship. Can I get that other guy? But I was freaking out when all this started happening. I was like seething on the couch. I was like, oh, democracy. Oh, he's like, are you mad at me? And I was like, yeah, kind of. But he had the audacity to say to me that Doge was the best thing that's ever happened to him. I was like, Doge is the best thing that's ever happened to you? We got married in Vegas by Elvis. Doge is the best thing that's ever happened to you? Come on. The timing is really terrible too because we were like getting ready to maybe have a kid, but it's like, how do you have a kid with someone who's maybe on the other side of the Civil War from you? Like, there's no safe custody arrangement for that? Just, like, shuttle them back between red and blue states? Like, anyway, I did... Also, the baby could come out in a little MAGA hat, and I could be like, ah! Oh my God, it created my nightmare. I did get fresh Botox for the coup, though, right? I'm not sure if the revolution is going to be televised, but just in case, I will look fantastic. I also think it's, like, kind of a benefit that I, like, can't look scared right now. I can look maybe a little shocked, but I cannot furrow my brow. I look like maybe I smelled kind of an intense fart, not like democracy is falling. I do sincerely hope that you can be married to someone who supports the coup and you don't, though, right? So I've been thinking, like, about the Civil War. Like, I don't know any stories of couples who were on opposite sides and made it, but, like, maybe, right? Was there just, like, a wife in Georgia who's like, I don't know, like, slavery's not his main issue. He's a fiscal Confederate. He doesn't wave the flag. He only says the N-word outside. States' rights. I want a divorce. It has really given me like an understanding of probably the tension between like Thomas Jefferson and his mistress Sally Hemings. It's like he was overseeing these policies that allowed domestic slavery to continue, and she's like, you know, I'm a slave, right? I do think they are about to make being a woman illegal. Trump signed that executive order. Now there are 2 genders. Fuck the science. God never makes mistakes. There are douchebags and there are sex dolls. Frankly, I think sex doll is the better option. Next time, if there is a next time, God help us, I think Democrats just need to make it more exciting, right? Like, we gotta have, like, fireworks. We gotta have, like a cabaret, like the blow-up guy outside the car lot. We gotta have, like, WWE wrestlers, like the entire Philadelphia Eagles team. I need some super liberal chick to start fucking Theo Von like he has never been fucked before. Just like whispering progressive policies in his ear, just like, it should be humane when they get deported, right? I might volunteer to like try to turn a more high profile like Trumper. I also think AOC should start an OnlyFans, right? You watch one of her Instagram lives, you unlock a titty picture. We gotta brainwash the masses for their own good, right? Or we could be like 10% less annoying. That would probably work too. I do think that would be harder for us, frankly. Okay, enough politics. So, I feel like I jerk off like I'm a World War II spy tapping out Morse code and like lives are on the line. I miss wars that were like 70 years ago instead of like maybe tomorrow. Right? I love World War II movies. They have the best sex scenes, right? Do they have the best sex scenes or am I just scared to look? I feel like I've seen 30% of like every single World War II movie. Just like, are they still fighting? Oh my God. I do feel like in those movies though, they fuck like there's like a really good chance it's gonna be the last time. That's what I like about it. And they say that those soldiers in real life, like they were fucking each other on the battlefield. And I totally get that. I feel like if someone was trying to convince me to go out into battle, I'd be like, somebody's gotta eat my pussy first. And like, I need to come and it's probably gonna take a woman, so let's go. I can't stand sex scenes in period dramas though, right? Like pre-1900s, that's like the world's most unrealistic thing ever. Like those people took a bath once a month, maybe. I can smell them from the couch. I'm supposed to believe that they're excited about breathing on each other. Have you ever worn the same pair of jeans for 2 weeks in a row and you're like, nobody needs to take these off of me. I think I'm asexual now. Can you imagine if you lifted up your skirt and your husband almost like passed out? Oh my God. Yeah, I think way more realistic than them like passionately breathing on each other would be like gagging a little bit, like I love you, but this we can't. How about doggy style from like 3 feet away? Let's not look at each other. I won't smell you, you don't smell me. Or better yet, let's each go into a separate corner of the room and jerk off at each other while the kids are asleep. Can you imagine this kind of lifestyle? Your whole world is one room, right? No plumbing. You share a pot to piss in. Divorce is not an option. You're like a mouse in a trap, but there's no cheese, just potatoes. But it still smells oddly like cheese. Can you imagine oral sex in this kind of environment? Impossible. This is why sex was for procreation for so many years. They're like, we're just trying to make enough people to work the fields. we just want to make it to next winter. Who here likes to get spanked? Huh? Woo! Like sexually, just me? Okay. A little bit of a pro tip for you guys. Don't spank your kids unless you want to be part of their sex life forever, okay? That's your punishment, Dad, okay? My friend was like, when did you know you were into it? And I was like, let me see. Okay, I was 5 years old. I forgot to put away my Legos, and my dad just came out of nowhere like, ah! Thanks, guys.
Courtney Kocak, let her hear it! Keep it going for everybody you saw tonight. Thank you guys so much for leaving your house, supporting live comedy. Keep doing that. It's awesome. You guys have been great. We'll have some drinks out there. Good night.